invite you to do something with me during the month of December. So for the past 2 years now, I've participated in this like fundraising organization project type thing called Dressember, where you wear a dress every single day the entire month of December. December is only a couple of days away, so I wanted to explain to you what this project is, and hopefully you'll want to get involved as well. So one half of the Dressember story is really sad, but the other half is really hopeful. And so the reason that we all participate in this, month-long fundraiser is to raise money to combat human trafficking. Now, I feel like this isn't something that's super widely known, but there are more people trapped in slavery today than there have ever been in the history of the world. True, there are more people on the earth today than there have ever been, but slavery is a huge issue today, and it's kind of kept under wraps. It's pretty hidden. A lot of it does occur in countries where, it's just easier to exploit people economically and get them trapped in a situation where they are enslaved for a long time. Then the side that Dressember kind of focuses a little bit more on is the sexual slavery side of human trafficking. And in general, slavery affects children more than anybody else and women more than anybody else. They are more vulnerable to this type of exploitation. And so I would say that Dressember's kind of focus is more on sexual slavery and getting girls and children out of these human trafficking rings. And this is a global issue, but it happens right here in the United States as well. In Orange County, in LA County, where I live, this is a really big issue, and it's very secretive and it's kind of hidden and wrapped up. But if you start to dig a little bit deeper, you'll find some really disturbing things. So there are two organizations that Dressember is working with this year, the International Justice Mission and the A21 campaign. And even before I had heard of Dressember, I had heard of these organizations and I knew about the work they were doing, and I really respected these groups. So I'm so excited that all of the money that we raise is going to these two groups. Last year we worked with the International Justice Mission, and I think the year before as well, and donated all of the money to them. They do amazing things, stuff that you kind of wouldn't even think about when it comes to trying to solve this problem of human trafficking. They pay lawyers to actually go in and prosecute these people who are, like the pimps and people who are running the brothels and stuff like that. You can't always get somebody to prosecute them. A lot of these people, the cops know, the community knows what's going on, but there aren't really any consequences. I think that they view these women or these children as disposable, and it's just not a priority to make sure that they're safe. So they do things like that, go in and make sure to pay lawyers that can prosecute these cases. They run actual raids, to go in and raid a brothel and help to shut it down. Sometimes they just purchase girls out of the situation that they're in. They provide care afterwards for a lot of these girls. Because can you imagine being sold into slavery as a really young girl, maybe like 10 or 11, maybe your family even sold you, you weren't taken, your family just sold you to somebody else because they couldn't feed you and they needed to make some money, and every single day you were sold over and over again for sex and you were beaten. A lot of times it's worth it for these guys to get the girls hooked on drugs so that they don't want to leave. They're just abused in every way you can imagine. And so once they are released from this life, the International Justice Mission and the A21 campaign are providing safe places for these girls to heal, for them to gain other skills, get an education, receive counseling, and just have a safe place where they can kind of rebuild their life. And all of this stuff costs money. So last year I think we raised about $500,000, like close to $500,000. And I mean, that money does go a long way. That did accomplish so many things. And if you sign up to participate in Dressember, then you get emails regularly, and they kind of let you know what's been happening with the money and what accomplishments have been made. They'll write stories about girls who have been rescued, and it's just so encouraging to see that actual work is being done. And even though this is such a daunting problem and it feels like something you could never ever fix, like little by little, we are making a difference. So if this is something that you would want to be involved in, what you do is every day for the entire month of December, you wear a dress and take a picture of yourself or have somebody take a picture of you, and then you put it on social media. My platform of choice for Dressember is usually Instagram, just because, you know, it's all about pictures. So I post to Instagram every day and I use the hashtag like Dressember 2015. I'll use that this year. And I give a little explanation of like what I'm doing. This is why I'm wearing a dress every day. And then I leave a link to my kind of like Dressember profile. So you could go to my profile and you could donate money to the Dressember Foundation. It honestly doesn't really matter if you donate through me. This is just a way to make it more personal. You know, I can like reach out to the people I know, you can reach out to the people you know, but all the money goes to the same place and it all gets donated to the International Justice Mission and the A21 campaign. And this year I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm joining a team just for fun. Again, still all the money is going to go to the same place, but as a team now we're raising money, and so maybe we'll kind of get to see like our numbers will be a little bit higher because all of us collectively are trying to raise even more money than we could on our own. And if you would like to join our team, it's called Fashion Warriors for Freedom. And when you go in and sign up to do Dressember, then they ask you if you want to be on a team, and they have all of them listed. And so you could just sign up for that team just for fun, just to kind of, you know, have a few people that you know are doing it along with you. And I always think it's really cool too when you post on Instagram, because you can like click on the hashtags Dressember 2015 or whatever. And so when you click on those, then you can see everybody else that's doing Dressember. And in the years past, it's been people from all over the world. And it's so cool to just kind of like look through their pictures. And it's kind of fun even just to like see their style and like get some ideas like, oh, okay, I've been wearing the same dress for like 5 days now. So how else can I, you know, mix this up a little bit? And I've actually met quite a few people, like made little like Instagram friends, you know, just like through our common ground, and that we do Dressember and we are interested in social justice and that we want to stand up for women all over the world. So it's cool to just meet other people like that. Another cool thing to me is that a lot of times, like if I wear a dress, I feel a little bit like less capable that day, or I feel a little bit vulnerable, you know, more so than if I'm wearing like jeans and boots or something. But something kind of cool happens as you put on a dress every single day and you see how much money is being raised and you see how many people are getting involved in this cause, and you're like, you know what? This feels really powerful. Like putting on a dress today makes me feel bold and empowered and like I am doing good in the world and I'm making a difference. It is mostly like women supporting women, and we are embracing our femininity, and there's power in women coming together, being bold but being feminine at the same time. And I love the spirit of Dressember. It's just something really, really neat to be involved in. And even though it does get a little bit tedious every single day to put on a dress in the morning, like, you know, around the 7th or 8th, you just want to wear pants so badly. But every day as you put on a dress, and that's like the first thing you do in the morning when you get dressed, and you just kind of set your purpose for your day. Like, I can kind of understand why certain religions like have, you know, an item of clothing as part of their daily rituals, like whether they wear a hat or a scarf or something on their body. Like I can kind of see that because you do that first thing in the morning and you're very aware of it, and you have to like do this action that kind of sets your purpose for the day. And with Dressember, you definitely do get that sense. And so for me personally, every morning, like as I'm getting dressed and as I'm getting ready, I just pray for either, you know, the people in the International Justice Mission, or I pray for the girls who have been rescued and I pray for their healing. Or this is like the hardest thing for me to do, but I'll pray for the men who go in and use these services. Because honestly, I hate them. I hate any guy who would go in and buy a girl and would think that it's okay to buy a woman as a commodity or a child as a commodity. Like, I just think that is so repulsive and disgusting. But those people need help too. If they were not customers, if there were no demand, there would be no product. This would not be a problem if nobody were willing to pay for this. And so I do try and do that, just like pray for these disgusting perverts who are the customers, but you know, they need grace and forgiveness as well. And so that's hard for me, but I do it. So I know this can kind of seem like a really frivolous thing, but it's not about the dress, it's about the girls wearing the dress, the women wearing the dress and standing together and trying to make this issue more well known, kind of spread the word and raise money. I know during this month, like, it's hard to part with your money when you're trying to buy presents for other people and you like have time off you might not be getting paid for and you're trying to travel and stuff like that. So it is a really big sacrifice for people to donate right now. But I truly believe that when you give, you receive, that there are things that will come back to you. If you are generous, people will be generous with you. If you give to other people in need, you will have what you need in times when you feel like you're not going to make it. And if you feel like you can't wear a dress every single day, like, you don't have to have 31 dresses. I don't. I probably have like, I don't know, maybe like 12 or something like that. So I'll wear each of them a couple of times. And since it's kind of cold out, I mean, you can wear like leggings or tights and boots and like a sweater or a cardigan or a jacket, a scarf, some kind of jewelry. Like, you can make the dress look really different each time you wear it. So I think actually, while it's colder, it's a lot more fun to wear dresses because you can kind of like do more with it. So if you do decide to join our team, the Fashion Warriors for Freedom, send me a direct message on Instagram, and I have these little like buttons, like badges that say Dressember on them, and so I'm going to be wearing one just to like make it even more obvious what I'm doing. And then I have 4 more. So if you are one of the first 4 people to join our team, let me know on Instagram and I'll send you a button so that you can use it to, you can just put it on like your backpack or something like that, but just to spread the word even more. There's also a list of like vendors on the Dressember website, and you know, it's little companies that sell like clothing or jewelry or things like that, and so they are supporting Dressember this year. So if you buy one of their items and you are participating in Dressember, I think you get a discount, and then also they will donate some of the proceeds to Dressember. So if you're thinking about like Christmas presents that you want to buy people, or maybe like someone asked what it is that you'd like for Christmas this year, maybe consider like using items from some of those vendors. I've already seen like some really cute dresses and jewelry and stuff that I would totally want, and maybe I'll buy some of those things as Christmas presents or something. There are multiple ways to get involved, and I just really think you won't regret it if you donate or participate or buy something from one of those vendors, or even just spread the word on Facebook or Instagram or something like that to help other people get involved. So anyway, thank you so much for your time today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.